incredible, isn't it? 5 spots ahead of him is John Barbagallo with a 7.04 pot. So 200ths of a second, 5 qualifying spots. Just one of the toughest brackets, without a doubt, in this country. John Barbagallo, for a long time, was probably the favourite to run a 6-second pass. Still hasn't quite done it. Lately. He's a pretty consistent semi-finalist lately. The revs just start to build up again. He's going to be one of the training cars that is He's going to be taking our finalist from the Nitro Chance, the runner-up. It is Scott Porter in this, well, I'm still calling it brand new Mustang because it's only done one race meeting. Scott Porter ran a 7.09, so qualifying in. Yep, runner-up indeed. Unfortunately, I don't like to mention the word, but he did red light in the final round, which I guess when you know that the other guy's probably got a couple of hundreds on you, you've got to go out there and take a shot at the Christmas tree. But, I mean, Scott Porter's not one of these guys that's going to die wondering. He'll go out there, he'll take a shot at it every time. Really, really good driver, as is Tyrone Tremaine. It's Tyrone Tremaine. He ran a 7.06 earlier on, 195 miles per hour.
Here's your Mustang, Trish.
So it shows he's got the horsepower that we've been talking about. He would have seen his brother just go out earlier. He's currently qualified number 3 at that 7.03 as well. Privateers, they class themselves in the racing pro stock ranks. Well, when you've won multiple championships, it's pretty hard to say, yeah, we're the underdog. You know, obviously Aaron Tremaine won the championships, but Tyrone Tremaine was there the whole way along, right alongside him. Bridesmaid 3 times. Yeah, very, very tough team. And, well, he would have seen that 7.03 from Aaron Tremaine earlier on. He would have just watched that pass from Rick Chilton, seen 7.02 come up on the boards. He'd be sitting there thinking, okay, this track is pretty good at the moment. We can throw a fair bit at it and get away with it. So, who knows? I think the short time... 7.07, so he improves a couple. Time to the front corner, still jump back up. She actually went overseas and got the license. Did the school.
That's the way to do it. Go to one of the schools, whether it be the free Corley or the BB Commodore, and she calls out actually modified races as well. However, this current car is her favourite car. Gets a lot of assistance from Pro Course. Of course, that's Bruce Company.
There with that Catherine's car.
Looks like she's going to move it forward now.
There we go. So Catherine taking on Darren Fry. Fry, the surprise packet this season in top alcohol.
on to Archie Kieski. Penny Bishop.
Well, he's driving at least
Man, that thing's moving high. Where would that be on the tacho? So I thought, yeah, I'd be guessing. I asked Pro Takes, and 12th hour, 13th hour. That's what you'd expect, isn't it? Unbelievable. Love that stuff.
Yes, it is certainly exciting stuff, Factory Extreme. We can see Ray Box down there in the centre of the track. Of course, Ray Box, the mastermind behind Jamboree, and that is all happening here this September. Make sure you check them out, jamboree.com. You can get all the information from there. We'll go down and have a chat to the guys that are manning the stall, which is behind the main grandstand. But we are into Factory Extreme at the moment. Craig Melbourne takes on Archie Kieski. It's going to be quite interesting. I don't think these guys have ever raced each other side by side, Rob.
No, I'm thinking exactly the same thing. The opportunity for this to happen is fairly rare. Don't forget, Archie certainly drove the Ute to a number of very fast runs indeed. And to see it sitting beside us, and he used to drive that, I know what it feels like. Hang on, now I've got to take the brain into the car where I'm now sitting much further back in the chassis. The engine placement is better in the sedan, there's no doubt about that.
But even look at the different aerodynamics in the two vehicles. Of course, the Mazda 6 is just so swoopy.
Oh, doesn't it look fantastic?
Oh, it certainly does. Both Mazda 6 cars awesomely prepared into the stage now.
VG30 power on board the Nissan Infiniti, absolutely fantastic. Mind you, it's a billet block, it's billet set of cylinder heads, it's not much Nissan left on that. And just waiting to see, because the numbers this car has been putting out, absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yes, world class is Scott Porter, as is Joe Signorelli. I mean, how can you go past him? Here's our current sports compact world record holder with a 626, 230 miles an hour.
Yeah, look, he's qualified number one so far with a 648, and got to say, had 227 miles an hour. Certainly the horsepower king, the mile an hour king, and the gas motorsport Celica.
Told she wasn't gone anyway.
This is a new car still.
Oh yes, only been campaigning now for what, about 18 months?
Yep, and has gone pretty well into the low sevens instantly as soon as they debuted the car. Now into the mid sixes, got 664, qualified number 3, 215 mile an hour, and we still know there's a.
She's sitting there going, no, my 50 last word, I want to see the
Smoking
whole
Joe,
fucking
number
thing.
one qualifier at the moment, a 648 already on the boards. Make sure you get on down to the Gas Motorsports pit. Say hello to Jackie Signorelli and buy some merchandise. They got some awesome range, and they even cover for little babies as well. Here we go.
At 220 mile an hour, he's dropped 2 tenths.
In beside him will be Scott Porter, the Nissan Infiniti.
Yeah, fantastic. So, a little bit of a different road to hoe, rather than go the road of power or 2J power on board, which is but certainly preferred to go VG30 power on board the Nissan Infiniti, absolutely fantastic. Mind you, it's a billet block, it's a billet set of cylinder heads, it's not much Nissan left on that. And just waiting to see, because the numbers this car has been putting out, absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yes, world class is Scott Porter, as is Joe Signorelli. I mean, how can you go past him? Here's our current sports compact world record holder with a 626, 230 miles an hour.
Yeah, look, he's qualified number one so far with a 648, and got to say, had 227 miles an hour. Certainly the horsepower king, the mile an hour king, and the gas motorsport Celica.
Told she wasn't gone anyway.
This is a new car still.
Oh yes, only been campaigning now for what, about 18 months?
Yep, and has gone pretty well into the low sevens instantly as soon as they debuted the car. Now into the mid sixes, got 664, qualified number 3, 215 mile an hour, and we still know there's a.
She's sitting there going, no, I want my 50 last word, I want to see the
Smoking
whole
Joe,
fucking
number
thing.
one qualifier at the moment, a 648 already on the boards. Make sure you get on down to the Gas Motorsports pit. Say hello to Jackie Signorelli and buy some merchandise. They got some awesome range, and they even cover for little babies as well. Here we go.
At 220 mile an hour,
This speed flow race inside will be Tony Wedlock, the Orion in the Rocket Industries lane, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely great to see Gonzo, Bruce Aggett, still turning the spanners or touching the computer these days in terms of tuning the crew
Yeah, Geordie certainly was doing his burnouts. Rocky, you get to see Rocky run races. They actually do it completely different. Rocky doesn't do the big long smoky burnout. He usually takes it a little bit easier. So it's just interesting to see how the car handles between the two drivers. Tony Wedlock, of course, on the other hand, has got over 30 Andrew Championship wins. How amazing is that? He doesn't want to run largely aspirated pro stock anymore. He changed switched over a couple of years ago and decided he was going turbocharged 6-cylinder.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think this is a new deal in this engine as well. They're looking for a lot more power to be put down on the racetrack. You know, with a SDT of 662, 200 torque, now they're right where they should be. I think their problem in the past has been consistency. They can't put that horsepower down on the track every time.
It will happen. It may not happen overnight, but it will happen. Pack Performance, what an adventure they've had with the Mazda 6 as well. Of course, we saw a horrific accident from Rocky Rahan at the Nitro Champs last year. But they've got the car back now.
Yeah, coming back stronger than ever.
Oh, absolutely. 6:56 on the boards for Pack down in Sydney.
And at the moment, there's only one thing on his mind at the moment, and the fact that Jason Riley is number one qualifier with a 6:48 227 mile an hour. That's the only figures he's got. Might not go faster.
Oh, he's come out around 6:53. The crew would have been pretty happy with that one. 211 miles an hour.
Not sure what's happening, but Tony Wedlock was just sitting in the background, but now being moved into stage. Fantastic to see the support our troops, the Defence Force sponsorship for Tony Wedlock and the Ultimate Motorsports car. Look at that, Scotty Porter number 2, Raham number 3, Harvey number 4 with a 708. This is all going to change.
So Wedlock just taking his time to come into the staging beats. George is just sitting there waiting patiently.
Yeah, patiently.
Both of these guys know that staging the car correctly in the beams is critical.
Who runs in Super Compact, debuted his new look down at the Sydney Jamboree a couple of weeks ago. It seems to have taken a liking to it and really almost copied Tatey's look.
Yeah, certainly has, hasn't it? Best DT recorded by the Hurricane Racing Town Course 650. And I tell you what, he could easily throw one of those out there now and change their qualifying order dramatically.
Interesting enough, we haven't seen the top RPM Salika come out this session. Hopefully they will be back out tomorrow.
No, Jay, they're looking like this is the last car of the session. So fantastic racing conditions out there. All the comments we're hearing from all the racers, just how tight the track is, that they've really got to put more power on the racetrack than they thought they were capable of putting on there. So that's fantastic. Better numbers are going to come. The air is cool out there, there's no doubt about that.
Nick Zervos from APC down there on the start line with Mal Glassett. We'll just start to move the Solara forward. The crew have just finished doing all their wheelie bar adjustments, pro stock style.
Yeah, heard Rusty give a great rundown on the requirements for the wheelie bars, and it is fairly simple. That you set the wheelie bars right. Well, that's actually the device that is steering the car for the first 60 or 70 feet.
So into pre-stage now. Malcolm Glassett.
He's going to turn it off early. Oh, wow, what a loose. All business down there. That's the quickest short time in this session. 7:30. Luke Crowley looks like he's going to get a solo pass. Yeah, he's on his own. There's no one else out there. So Luke Crowley on his own. The Ipswich Works and Neil Rust out about Unbundamba. So I didn't see any other brands.
walk down to Woolworths to buy some sugar.
No, there was a Kawasaki in the mix.
Missed that one.
Yep. And I've got to say, at this stage, Blue Crowley, this is his first qualifying pass as well. So we'll get a bump. That's a lot better than the 1876.
That didn't sound good. You hit the centre line.
Yes, this is the best part of the church meeting today. I got to tell you.
I've got to say, with these guys is that there's something missing in the psyche of these guys that says it's okay to step foot on 1,500 horsepower of engine, put it in a motorcycle, blow the engine up every other run, and steer it like riding a jet ski with 1,000 horsepower. Well, it's sort of similar to what these guys are doing. To ride these things, they've got to do everything backwards. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Looks like we've got all the messages.
What's the money?
We've moved all the cars, top right to the lanes. I think we've done it all. I think they go this way. So, final call up for top right. Out there, top all these guys are.
Absolutely. So Gavin Spann, Chris Porter for Fraser Motorcycles done right. The truck driver from Narangba. Very different combination. 186 cubic inches of Harley Davidson low rev monsters against the top fuel motorcycle. Four-cylinder Japanese power. They get the Williams call them the metric bikes. The metric bikes, yeah. And supercharged and nitromethane fuel. Completely different way of making power. Just as spectacular. Pretty small capacity for top fuel. Yeah, 1,327
Yeah, that's 2.3 coming.
just around half tracks.
Just especially looking at the Santo Rapazada car, what seems to be missing off this car that all the other top fuel cars have right now? Or maybe it's this
Mustang back.
supercharger. Yet to go on this.
The Mustang back.
Which is very important with the air coming around in the way it is. The difference in oxygen and the water grains means that they want to use a different thickness in the head gasket, so they're waiting the very last second to make that call. Crew Chief Santino, he says that the reason it shook the tyres in that first one is that they just weren't going out hard enough. So this next pass, they're going to throw a lot more horsepower at the racetrack, and hopefully Tommy Johnson Jr., the American, will be getting down very quickly.
So that's an actual planned strategy. They're waiting to assemble the engine at the last minute. Just waiting at the last minute to put cylinder into the supercharger on. Fantastic. They haven't got a problem. That is clever thinking. But out in front of us at the moment, Kerry.
Yeah, Scotty Porter and Rob Tucker.
Yeah, Rob Tucker. He's bumped into number 18's qualifying spot with it in this session 712. I think he's as happy as there. He's gone 7-1 anything.
Oh, yes.
Now he's sort of thinking, hey, if I improve by a hundredth of a second, I can get in one of the toughest fields in pro stock history in Australian drag racing. Scotty Porter, he's at 13th with a 707, 193 mile an hour. Now there's the case in hand. He's got no more horsepower than anyone else, but he's gone 7-0.
Yes. And of course, Scott Porter would be hoping that he's found a little bit more, and Rob Tucker would be looking to find considerably more, I would like to think. Did we get a message, did we?
We did, but I just need to work the technology.
You've got to press that button over here. They taught me that much. And then, no, that's not good. That's not good.
Okay, we'll leave that technology alone for a moment. On the racetrack. Short time. What did we get? 7:53. 14 of them have qualified with a 7.
In the defence bank Cannon pre-race Dodge Avenger, so a hemi-powered type car, and one of my favourite brand cars, everybody knows that, and Michael Alley in the Pontiac, South Australia, Burnside, SA Construction, big partner, comes from Burnside, Victoria. So both these cars, Victorian cars, and all the prizes run on similar body shapes. The Avenger shape seems to be the slipperiest shape in the Chrysler tree.
It certainly does, and I think cool is definitely the word for the body style. Now, Ian Brown, he's in the field, number 12 with a 7:06.9, 194 mile an hour pass. Michael Harley is 17th. He needs to improve. He's gone 7:112. That's his quickest qualifying pass today. He needs to effectively go 7:0 anything and to be in the field. In fact, he probably realistically needs to pick up a little bit more than that because I can see the bottom getting tougher and tougher.
You want to be safe.
That's right, so just waiting now for the guys to go through their pre-race routine and the settings. We've seen 100 short times, 1.000 seconds to the 60-foot timers. Will we see the breakthrough number of the sub 10 in the short times? Then we know we've got some quick ETs happening at the top end of the racetrack.
Just mind blowing the stuff.
Yeah, Ian Brown just coming out of nowhere with that pass. That guy is definitely going to be the dark horse of Pro Stop Eliminator. Well, Harley upset the rank.
Yeah, he was.
He's sent it off.
Yeah, he's turned it right off. He had the tree, but Ian Brown
Did a better job. Here we go. Make sure you get on over to the Sidchrome City, I will say. They have got some fantastic toolboxes over there. They've got the limited edition of Victor and Ben Bray Sidchrome toolboxes over there. They are for sale. Make sure you head on over.
All right, so Benny is in the field. Victor is on the
Still do better than the Ford, Sam. XR8. We got a Toyota Hilux, but that's still XR8.
Ford range or something.
VS! Brad! A VS! That there could possibly be coming from the Draco on those. Oh! Yeah, a challenge. Too old.
Wheel stand is right over there.
Oh, get sick. Shelby. We have a Shelby in tonight, guys.
Wicked.
early. So you'll forfeit that round. I don't know. Race against themselves. He broke the Corona. I expect Mr. Bean to get in there. Yeah, that's not bad.
7.9, that's not bad. That's better than what my car would do.
Pretty scary, huh? Yeah, we've got a big 23-second run coming up, guys.
They might surprise you, mate. They might surprise you. Let's just see.
Don't blow my head again.
Laugh, they did too.
We'll get that up there. Little pocket rockets, man.
Yeah. Rev's hard.
There's a little Indian driving that one.
That's not cool, but it might be the helmet, mate.
Pizza delivery.
Bloody mini Morris in that.
When you want your pizza in a hurry.
Hey, Brad, I love the drip. Hug it up. Brad, I love the jump on the mini Morris in that. You know what I mean? If Mini Morris was just hooked.
He's like watching Fast and Furious and real. House shows.
Ready? Got a change light.
Jokes on the first
See what it does.
Now that is a waste.